Let's do it. You see the Cubfidential logo? That means it's time for Cubfidential. We're gonna get this out of the way and get you right back to some baseball action. I know some baseball going on right now. Anyhow, I'm QB2, QB1 tonight. JB will be back with us next week. This is Cubfidential. I'm Denzel Snipes, and we have a show for you today talking about Cubs baseball, the last two series, previewing the next three series, and then a trip back in the Hot Cub Time Machine. Before we get started, let me click this right here. Follow us our on our X at Cubfidential. Also follow Sideline Sports on TikTok at Sideline Sports and at Sideline One Sports. We are also on Instagram as well as Facebook as well, and of course on YouTube. Subscribe and like our material on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like and subscribe button for more updates, new episodes. So let's go ahead and get the party started. We got Jacob Christner, who actually runs the Sidelines One Sports page. So take a look at a whole lot of his takes. And then we got the king of head kicks and haymakers himself, and the architect of the Bakken show, Nick Bakken himself. What's going on, fellas?
What's good, brother?
If you're QB2, you're Will Howard and you have a broken hand.
Well, it's not the throwing hand. I'll tell you that much. But I just want to get on to our first series here, and that is the Baltimore and Chicago Cubs series. So the Cubs take 2 out of 3, and then which one of y'all was talking about Justin Turner's old ass last week? Because he had a walk-off against the Orioles in a 5-3 win on the third. I think it was you, Botkins. Let's go ahead and start off with you.
It was me, and after he hit the home run, I might have tweeted out. I said he can stay on the team now. Yeah. I mean, we took 2 out of 3. I think the one game was a game we had the lead in game 2 actually, and we should have won. But this offense is struggling. And I know we're going to talk about each the individual series, but I just want to. It's been a rough August, and I just want to tell you, this doesn't include today, so this was not counting today. But just in the month of August, Bush 2 for 16, PCA 2 for 17, Tucker 3 for 18, Suzuki 2 for 12. That's a combined 9 for 63 for a batting average of 143, and they have one extra base hit, and that's combined. So, this offense is, it's struggling. So, yeah.
All right. And we'll swing it over to, any other thoughts about this series? Not just this game.
Nah, I mean, we took 2 out of 3, and you'll take it.
Okay. All right. And seemingly it's like ever since the Brewers had, taken the lead, the Cubs were 3 back. They might be 2 back now. I guess pending the Brewers.
It's a Braves game, so it's probably 3 back.
Probably. Okay. We'll swing it on to you, Jacob. What are your thoughts about this series and that Justin Turner walk-off?
I mean, did you see that walk-off? I mean, everybody, even if it's PCA and he gets himself whatever, people are standing up. He hits a pop-up, and they all stand up watching it. Justin Turner, I think 2 people stood up. They didn't even believe it. And then when it got closer to out, then they started standing and then cheering. No, it's like no one believed it. It was like a dream.
Yeah.
Because it's like they literally did not. I mean, I saw like 2 people stand up the minute it was popped up. The minute it was out. It's like, really? Like, no, but you can tell this is still they're still 18 over. It's as of today, they're still 18 over. But I mean, you can tell there's a difference between like the Cubs of now and the Dodgers and Phillies and teams that have continuously made it the last few years. Mm-hmm. It's like they have lulls, but then they just figure another way. They adapt. They get all that stuff. The Cubs are not ready yet, right now. You know what I mean? They've gotten themselves into about a 6-week lull as far as their offense.
Yeah,
and it's one of those that they're still like over like 105 runs over anybody's because just like the first months.
Yeah,
but it's like, huh?
To kind of just tag on, since July 1st, they're 14-10.
And it's like they adapt. This is the thing. It's like they don't have a huge adapting deal whatsoever, and I still can't stand. I still the one thing. I mean, I don't have a hate for Council as a manager. I just can't stand all. I mean, that he manages like he's about to lose his job, even being 18 over, because it's like, and then he had to do, and then unfortunately, the only thing I'm not going to blame him on is he had to take Soroka,
Mm-hmm.
and then we lose him, and then the Cubs lose him. So it's all goofy. It really is. It's the whole stupid thing is goofy. It's like maybe September they start getting hot, but it's like right now at this point in time, it's just like they're just going to have to rely on the bullpen and hopefully more Kittredge if he does well in the big time. We don't need a immaculate inning when you're tough 2-0. We need it when it's 1-1.
Yeah. No, absolutely. We'll go on to our next series here, and that is our Reds and Cubs series. So the Cubs actually avoided the sweep today. Cade Horton goes 5.2 scoreless innings, and he retires 6. And then today, Cade Horton shows up. Then Cade moved on to his 6th win of the season. We'll start off with Jacob on this one. Jacob, what did you think about this series and Cade Horton?
Struggling hitting. Love to see that to what we saw today. Cade Horton is Cade Horton. Let me tell you this part right now. He's a guy with the stuff to go 7 innings every start and maybe get a 8 or 9 once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
But he throws too. I said this a month and a half ago. I said Cade Horton is that guy. He is not overly dominant, but he throws big pitches, which is great for a playoff thing if you have a good run. But they can throw those pitches, get you out of an inning, but he throws too many to get there.
Uh-huh.
So then you get 5 2/3 innings. He should get 7.
I think real is they're just being careful with him too, right? Because he's a rookie, so they're taking him. They're not giving him that extra leash yet, and hopefully eventually it'll happen. They got to save him a little bit, right? Because like this is the most innings he's ever going to pitch. They're going to be worried about that. Long and Boyd as well. So both of two of our better pitchers here, like they're reaching, league high, their career highs in innings pitched. So I feel like the front office is a little weary of it.
Yeah, I know that, and you're correct on that. But my biggest thing is I want to see right now. I'm not saying I want everybody to go 9 like it's 1982. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that part. What I'm saying is go 9 if you have 83 pitches. Quit taking them out at 71.
Yeah,
I think today if he was the way he was pitching today, we just didn't have a big enough lead. Like we scored more runs once he came out. It was a 1-0 lead in the 6th in the 6th when they took him out. I think, and they had a runner on. I think if we would have had a 6-0 lead at that point in time, they probably leave him in and let him pitch a little bit more, at least till the 6th to get out of the 6th and then into the 7th. But I think because of the 1-run lead and they had a runner on, they didn't want to risk it. So today,
and you're right. Just my thing is, like I said, I'm not playing the old 1980s game on this type of thing. The only thing I'm ever saying is I want to start seeing a manager that's literally trying to teach efficiency with pitches. I'm a pitching coach trying to teach efficiency with pitches. And then I want to start seeing more average 7 innings and then just have a couple, maybe 3 relievers. Maybe only more if you have to do a 0.1 of an inning. It's like, that's what I'm saying. I don't want anything else to that. I don't want too many. I hate 5 2/3. I hate it. Then you end up having 7 pitchers.
Yeah, that's why I said I think if they had a bigger lead today, real quick too. Since June 1st, the Cubs are only 3 games above 500, 29 and 26. So, we had the great start, and then it's been real
maintaining.
rocky.
It's a wild card team. I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
But I said, you heard me, Bodkins. I said the Cubs had to go whole hog in the deadline, and the reason being is because even if they would have stayed this awesome that they were in the first months of the year, they didn't have the pitching staff to go face off against.
Agreed. I mean, we sat here a week ago hoping that they would go out and get starters right now.
Yeah. They get Soroka.
Yeah, and not even that. I understand. Okay, I understand. So I'm going to say this. I will say, like, nobody got moved, right? None of the Gore didn't get moved. The Miami pitchers, nobody that we were linked to got moved. I will say that. But how come we didn't go get the guy that from the Guardians that the Blue Jays got? His name's escaping me, but he was hurt and now he's with the Blue Jays. But and then there was a couple other guys that the Rangers went out and got some pitchers that were key guys. Like, how come we didn't make those moves? It was Bieber. That's who it was. Bieber
Shane
from the
Bieber.
Guardians.
Yeah, I remember someone tried to say Justin to me. I'm like, baby.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we made the trade for Justin Bieber? You know what I mean?
Right.
He's better than Ben
Shane
Brown.
Bieber.
He's better.
Well, Ben Brown.
He's better than Colin Ray. You know what I mean?
The Colin Ray thing. Remember, Colin Ray originally was a middle reliever that they had to move into the starter after injury. He had a couple of good. He had a good April and a good half of a May. He's been kind of crap since. He's a middle reliever. He needs to stay that way.
Yeah, but go get one of those guys. How come we're sitting on our butts doing nothing and we're going to get a guy who pitched an inning and a half for us in his debut, and he's probably going to be shut down for the rest of the year.
Yeah. I think because as of right now, the 1-2 punch in the starting rotation is pretty much Imanaga and Horton. And Horton's a rookie. Now, I do agree.
You got Boyd.
Oh, and Boyd also. So, three-headed monster.
Yeah, and then
now,
Horton has pitched well. So he's got, I think today was 26. He's total of 26 scoreless innings, which is a all-time rookie record for the Cubs.
Yeah, and I do agree with both of you when it comes to Horton. On Jacob's side, I do see, I know you're not exactly asking for, the 1990s all over again, but, there was that one time, and I was on the phone with you for this one, when Framber Valdez pitched a no-hitter on only 93 pitches, you know?
Yeah.
But also, I agree with Botkins as well, because he is a rookie. You got to let him wade in that shallow water before you push him a little further out to the deep end. Now, here's the thing.
Push him to the deep end. He is literally like a mom that puts you in a bubble suit.
Mm-hmm.
They will never. It isn't like that. It isn't like Boyd gets the 7-8 innings and you're working on it. He gets 5 2/3 also. The guy is absolutely overprotective. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But the thing about it though is no steal. Ray struggling. At some point, and you're 3 back of the Brewers in a division where you had like a 6-7 game lead at one point. You know what I mean? So if you weren't going to go out there and get another pitcher, then that tells me, and this is just me, that you're putting just a little bit more faith into Cade Horton, even though he's a rookie.
Yeah. I just don't think they were going to go out and blow. Allegedly the Nationals wanted Cade Horton, Owen Cassie, and 2 other prospects. That's too much, way too much. At least I think you got to feel good about Cade Horton. At least you're just you're looking around the National League, right? You're like, dang, the Pirates got a young ace in Paul Skeens. The Brewers are in the Miz, right? They got a young guy. It's who's the Cubs' young guy that, you know what I mean? Is it Steele's kind of been around, but he's kind of young still. But man, if we can add Cade Horton to this, and he's pitching, he can continue this success into next year and in the future. This guy's got ace stuff. He can be our, a bona fide ace eventually.
Owen Casey and Cade Horton and all those guys for a guy who's 4-11 with a 5.6 ERA.
Yeah.
You got to realize that part. They're doing it based off potential. The guy's been 4 years and never had a winning record, and they wanted that much.
Yeah. We'll go on to our next topic here, and that is the preview of the next 3 series. So 2 road series at rival St. Louis, and then at one of the hottest team in baseball in Toronto, before coming home and hosting Pittsburgh. Your outlook on the next 3 series, Botkins?
Yeah, hopefully the Cardinals stink right now, so hopefully they can come in and take 2 out of 3. Hopefully today the bats woke up. Hopefully this was the day that they, I feel like in Major League, it's dang, we should have got Serrano a whole chicken, a live chicken. Hopefully they went and got the live chicken today, and that's why the bats woke up, because that's what we're going to need to carry us through this. As far as controlling the division again, Thursday it told me everything I needed to know. when they didn't go make the big move and they didn't go, they didn't kind of push the chips in the center and go at a guy, a legit guy. It didn't have to be Gore or somebody like that. Like we just talked about Shane Bieber. Everything I need to know. We're not getting this division back. We're going to settle for the wild card and be happy. What is it about Chicago sports teams who are just happy to be there and happy to be mediocre? The fans are here. They're filling up the stadium. They're filling up the ballpark, and we're just a little bit competitive. The Bulls do it. The Bears do it. The Cubs do it. They're just happy. You know what?
I can answer you.
Go all in for once in our lives. The one time we did it was 2016, and it was the most glorious year in franchise history.
I can answer you on that. Is because most of the fans want to see highlights and slobber all over highlights. They don't care about the winning part whatsoever, and the front offices listen to it. And I'm saying, as far as the Bulls, let me bring this about it. You brought up the Bulls and all that stuff. The Bulls had Thibodeau, and they had all those stars. And they threw a fit and ran him out. They did that, and then they've had two horrible coaches and a adequate one now. And it's
Jay Reinsdorf's on record saying, "Well, I don't need we're doing everything we need to do. My stadium's filled, and we're in the play-in every year. That's all fans should really."
And might I add, Jacob, before you continue, if we're on the topic of Chicago sports teams here, and we've talked about this, and I know, Bockins, you're not really going to give a damn. You're a Packers fan. They ran Lovie Smith out of town after a 10-6 season.
Yes, they did. True. They were throwing fits on the radio over wanting him out, and he was and it's like this is the thing. They do this, and it's like this is the thing. I always say this about running these managers out. Atlanta's dealing with this right now with wanting to run out. Going around Snicker. He's been with the organization 50 years between the minor leagues and now. He had 7 division titles, has a World Series, bet the NLCS 4 times, and they want to run him out. I keep saying to these moron fans, go get a ring. If Ron Washington is feeling better, go get him. If he ever feels better, go get him. Go get a ring. He understands Atlanta. He is highly popular here. Go get him. But you know what they keep calling out? Walt Weiss. I want Mark DeRosa. I mean, they want a warm body. They want a warm body to feel happy. If that's the case, I want 10 more years of Snicker. That's the thing. It's like at least the Cubs went after. At least the Cubs would, for once in their lives, after ridiculousness with Ross, at least they went after a winning playoff manager.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That won 90 games a year. At least they did that. Yeah. And it's like because those are the things. But what happens with these Chicago teams is like a lot of fans. Is a lot of them slobber over highlights. That's why you have Caleb Williams. And he's ridiculous. And he missed a net on a 3-foot throw. And all that kind of stuff. He's ridiculous. But they do this because they want to slobber over highlights and they want to paint their nails just like their hero Caleb. Fans do this and the front offices listen. You know what front offices don't listen? Ones that win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And then as far as the next 3 series, what are your thoughts on that, Jacob?
St. Louis should be. Is it 3-game series or 4-game series in St. Louis?
It's a 3-game. 3 games. We're off tomorrow and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It should be at least 2 out of 3, but they need to sweep really because Toronto's going to be rough. And here's what's funny: Cubs have hit Skeens a little bit this year. 2 games. They've hit him, so there's not a lot of fear. There could be 2 out of 3 on that. I would love to see St. Louis get swept. The Cubs sweep St. Louis. Toronto might be losing 2 out of 3, and I like to win 2 out of 3 with Pittsburgh. So let's see. That's 3-0, 5-2. That's 6-4.
Okay,
you'll take it. But I just don't right now. Like the way this Red series went in the Orioles series where we struggled so much to score runs and hit the ball. I mean. What do we do? Kyle Tucker, where are you at, man? You know what I mean? Like, where are you at?
I just think, you want to know what I think? It's like, do you remember the Pete Rose the teaching thing about 10 minutes long on MLB Network years ago?
Yeah.
Absolutely no one's watching it. No one is going back and watching it. Every time there was struggle hitting, he always talked about go up in the batter's box, go back in the batter's box, go to the side of the batter's box, go up. He talked about this is what you do, but I mean, hike up your on the bat, try to get it in play. He talked about all those things, and no one ever does it.
Yep.
No one. They all do the same thing over and over, and they're hitting this. And it's like, and they got all of these ridiculousness. And sometimes you just need to get the ball in play.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. And for our last topic here, so our Hot Cub time machine. So we're going to go back to that magical year of 2016 in the NLDS Game 4. The Cubs erased a 5-2 deficit in the ninth, scored 4 runs to win 6-5. Aroldis Chapman closed out the deal, and they clinched the trip to the NLCS. Bakken, your thoughts about this game?
Yeah, actually, I specifically remember I was working overnights, and I had the game on the radio. This is the Giants game, and I just kept thinking, like, I was literally telling the guy I was working with, I said, we're going to lose this game. I said, then we're going to go back to Game 5, and we're going to lose Game 5 in Chicago because that's what we do. That's what the Cubs do, right? Like, that's just all I've never known in my life. Like, we're just going to choke this away. Best season of my life, we're going to choke it away. And then here's a hit, another hit, another hit. And it's just like, then I'm like, we're going to win this game.
Yeah.
Really, that game is when I, like, throughout the year, I was like, hey, I believe. But that game was like, oh, I really believe this is our year. Like, we have conquered the postseason battles, the postseason demons.
Okay. All right. And then, Jacob, your thoughts about this game?
Bodkins. So let me tell you this. I have a good buddy back in my hometown. He and I text the game all the time. We text each other during the game all the time. If I'm not watching the game right away, I know there's 2 little signals about things. If things are going really bad, he is as fatalist and negative as anybody I've ever seen in my life. The Cubs need to trade everybody, all that stuff. Mm-hmm. If the Cubs are winning, and he still wants to be a little bit negative, it'll be like, well, we're not hitting in the 7 through 9 spots. I know the Cubs are winning then, so I go check the score. So I have that kind of friend. And he is. I mean, he's a good buddy of mine, and every time we hang out big time when we're at home and everything. But he is so fatalist, and so I am not. I was like, I do say they're struggling. I do say they need to get this. He's legitimately, when they're struggling like this, he's legitimately like, we're not even gonna make the playoffs now. I'm like, dude, we're 18 over. We're not going to win the World Series. I've said this 1,000 times. But we're 18 over. It's like, we're going to die. Ah! That's what you remind me of, Bodkins. It's like, one of the things is, the one reason I make the predictions that I do, whether it be Caleb Williams and Bears, or like, remember Justin Fields also, remember Denzel? When I did that too. And I remember I didn't hate him personally. I just made the thing. I said those things, and I just do this. When I do those things, I don't lose my crap during the game. Well, literally, I'm about as calm as you can get during the game. I'm like this the whole time. I don't lose I don't lose anything. It's like, okay, they're down 3-0. Let's see what they do next. It's like, but guess what? I told you guys in the front office at the beginning of the season, So it saves my energy to be able to do it one
regular
way.
Season's a little different. I go by weeks at a time, whether it's doom or gloom or happiness. But postseason, like I just felt like the writing on the wall. You know what I mean? Like how many times had we seen that? So.
It all has to end eventually. That's how I live life. It all has to end eventually. But it's everything does. Life goes to. I mean, you got to remember, I've got gray hair now. I'm 47 on August 24th. One day I'll be about 100 possibly and just fall in my sleep and die, fall asleep and die. So it's like, I say 100. But this is the thing, though. It's like it takes too long. But I think of the idea of I don't like to waste energy. So I'll watch the game. I cheer when they do it. But if they're losing, it's like, I've been telling you guys since April, goofs. I'm like that. So I don't waste energy getting all pissed off and everything like others do. Throw glasses and break glasses at the bar. I don't do that.
Oh, I don't break glasses.
I remember Double Doink. I remember Double Doink, and I was during the Bears playoff.
Oh, that was.
I remember Double Doink. I'm not kidding you. I just saw. I literally heard what the kicker said. I forget the kicker's name right now.
Cody Parkey.
Cody Parkey. Thank you. I was like, I remember what Parkey said. They were because it was the wind. He was saying, "Oh, I guess I have about 45 yards, whatever." I'm like, we're screwed because when you have a big moment, you got to have the confidence of what Justin Tucker used to have. You know what I mean? You have to have that confidence in any level. It has to be a tail, it has to be a front, it has to be anything. You have to have the confidence, kick anywhere. And I just said to him, I said to guys, we're not going to win this game. It's over. And they were all getting ready, and I was just standing there. I was starting to walk out when he kicked it. So I heard boom, bong. And I walked out the door. Next thing I heard, the door closed behind me, and everybody throwing their glasses.
Oh, boy.
It's like that. See, it saves my energy to not lose my thing because you already know.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. You know, it's like sometimes you kind of got to know what you kind of got to know what you are, but then eventually, you know, you get people like Botkins who get stunned at that comeback. And it's like, whoa, wait a second, this could be it, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, Botkins is right. I mean, Botkins. I'm glad that he got to be able to see that and that they're wrong because that's the first thing I love as a fan being wrong.
Yeah,
of course. I love that, but that's the thing. That's the big thing, though. It's like I just don't like. See, Botkins is a smart guy. You know, you are, bud. You're smart. You're a smart guy. And the thing, I usually have a term, and it's not. It's toward every fan. I usually have the term the emotional nitwit. I mean, Denzel's heard me say it 1,000 times. You have too. And the idea of it is someone who is usually smarter than they are, getting emotional and saying dumb things. Mm-hmm. That's how I usually say it. And it's like when someone is really, really smart, I just say, I never know. We'll see. Let's just go see. It's like it was 3-3. You get people that are getting ready to like give up on the thing on the Orioles game, and there's Justin Turner. You never know.
Oh yeah. I wasn't giving up on that game. It just was crappy because Valencia, I liked him. He's a good closer, and he just blew one, and it happens, you know.
Yeah. No, you weren't. But the usual suspect I was telling you guys about was giving up. I was just like, let's just wait and see. And then I was telling him, dude, no one believed Turner had that. I mean, two people stood up in the damn audience until it got close. No one was standing.
It was almost like it was one of those home runs that had more height than distance.
Yeah,
you know, but the ballpark was just small enough for it to go over the wall.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's good to have a cage.
Yeah. Yeah, yes it is. Well, that's our show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Cubfidential. Follow us on all of our great platforms. We are on TikTok. We're on 2 times on TikTok. Also here on YouTube, as well as X and Facebook as well, and Instagram. Botkins, you got anything going on, man?
Yeah, here in about 30 minutes time, you can catch Head Kicks and Haymakers on the Bodkin Show channel. Please check it out. We'll be talking all things MMA from this past week. So other than that, yeah.
And Jacob, you're up.
Hey, Bodkins, remind me. I'm going to remind you when I finish all of the UFCs and all of the things. Like I said, I'm doing the little chronology. Remember, and I'm doing the little chronology. When we do that, we have to get you and I are going to have a little show with Head Kicks and Haymakers.
Most definitely.
Yep. And so anyway, I'm as everybody said, I am on Sideline One Sports on TikTok. We now have 300. We now have 300 followers, and it's popping up every day. So things are going pretty well on that. I'm also on Substack and Ricochet for my writings. I'm also, I got a bunch of things I'm doing. I'm also on Facebook and Instagram.
All right. And oops, my bad. Wrong one. That's me. Okay. All right. And all right, so definitely check out Head Kicks and Haymakers coming here in about 30 minutes. Also, check out our guy Jacob Christner on Sideline One Sports and all of his great takes. Also, follow us on TikTok at Sideline Sports as well. Again, we have 2 of them things. And for the pundit and Botkins, this is Denzel Snipes. We will see you all next week.